All the classics all the time. It's Belfast 89 FM. Well, very shortly, the kids will be back at school. You'll be able to send them around the neighbours or the grannies to get minded of an evening. You'll probably want to start heading out to something new. The gap year is on at the Lyric, Starmillis Embankment, from the 3rd to the 25th of September. And I'm joined now by Clare McMahon. She is the playwright. You're the lady behind this, Clare. How did you come up with this concept? Because, gap year is this thing that young people used to do between school and university, but now it seems to be the in thing for retirees to do.
Yeah. Well, the idea came in 2018 to me to have a play that focused on three women in their 60s and what sort of adventure they could have together. And there was a call out from the Shamble New Theatre Company in Dublin for plays that would speak to the whole of Ireland, the whole island, and the Lyric Theatre partnered with the Shamble on it. So I submitted the gap year as an idea. Three women in their 60s take a gap year around Ireland and try to do every county. And it's just gone from there. I've been working away on it for 4 years, and it's finally getting to the stage in September, so I'm delighted.
Good. Now, I'm one of these people. I've managed to beat every county in Ireland through my prior employment as a tour guide. And have you been to every county in Ireland? Have you, Clare? Because it's 32 is a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
It is. I have tried. Back in when I first started writing the play, I started doing research trips, and I went down to Cork and Kerry and Galway and Roscommon and Port Tarlington, Portlaoise, and Cavan. There's still a few. I didn't manage to make it to Longford or Offaly. I don't think I made it to Offaly, but oh no, maybe I did make it to Offaly. But yeah, there's still a few on the list. But I certainly tried my very best when I was writing the play to see all this sort of places and interesting spots, and of course referencing the old tour books to see what they say you should see when you're in each county.
Yes. Is that what you tried to fit into? Did you try to fit into it, the cliches from each county? Is that how it works, is it?
Well, initially I was really convinced I would have to be an expert on every county, so I was going around finding facts and history and culture. And it sort of blocked the writing of the play because it's a drama, it's a comedy, it's about the people rather than a tour.
The places, yeah.
So Rebecca here at the Lyric really helped at that stage of the play, going, okay, now you know plenty about the counties. What's the actual story of the women? And so I started focusing on that. And there's moments in the play that help. You know, they visit castles and coffee shops and the Ring of Kerry, but it's about their stories and their journeys with the counties, helping enhance that new adventure for them.
I'm with you. So what you're saying is this will transfer exceptionally well to the stage across the water or across the pond.
Oh yes, I hope so. Hopefully it's for the Lyric audiences. They'll see three women from County Antrim travel around Ireland in a motorhome camper van, and then should it have a life outside of Belfast, then I would hope it shows just this corner of the world. And when we did a reading, we did a reading of it in New York in January 2020, just before the pandemic hit. We were invited over to do a reading in the first Irish Theatre Festival over there, and so you had a full American audience, and I thought, I wonder how this will go down, because it is so quintessentially of here and of us.
Yes,
they were delighted with it. They were loving it, and the reaction was just wonderful. The comedy and the heart and the nostalgia, possibly for some of the Irish Americans, they were really into it. So yeah, maybe one day it'll get over there in a full production too.
Good. Now, obviously you want people back to the theatre, live performance as well as where it's at. If you haven't been to a live performance before, I suggest you go. But you're taking into account people's weariness of returning to live theatre, and you have socially distanced performances.
Yes, so the Lyric's been open as soon as they were able to be open. So Rough Girls was their first big production here once COVID restrictions lifted, and they've been a big supporter of making it accessible and available. So there's socially distanced performances of the Gap Year available to book, so patrons can come, and there's spaces in between rooms for those who may be more vulnerable or cautious. And then thankfully the appetite for theatre seems to be back, in that people are wanting to come and enjoy the show and enjoy it and feel back into sort of enjoying theatre and live experiences. So I'm really delighted that there's options for the whole community, and what level of caution people are wanting or needing to take is available to them.
Excellent stuff there, Clare McMahon, playwright of the Gap Year, which is taking place at the Lyric the 3rd to the 25th of September. But now just Google the Lyric Belfast.